Alright, so here it is. Doesn't it look freaking clean? Just this side's done. I still need to do the back and and this side here. Gotta do the back bumper and the trunk. All my magnets. I gotta get some professional magnets, but I just use some refrigerator magnets to hold the wrap. Couple things was the hood was the first piece that we did, and as you can see on close inspection, there's a tear right here in the paper. This happens when you put the paper down and then it sticks to the surface, right? And then you want to go and lift it and work with it, but you're lifting it like all the way over here on this side. So there's so much like tack on that side that when you lift it on this side here, it puts too much pressure on that and it rips that. And then on top of that, it like ripped here. So I got new wrap coming in, carbon fiber from Vivid. We're gonna see how that material is. This stuff is pretty cheap, the eBay stuff, and it's kind of hard to work with. It's really sticky when it's dry, and it's kind of brittle when it's dry. So when you work with it, if you lay it down, the surface is too large and you pull it back up, it can tear. So you gotta use a lot of heat on it as you're laying it down to make it more pliable. I'm gonna do this bottom part here, probably in carbon fiber, because these seams, they're hard to cover up, so you have to do it and like take the pieces off and redo it. I wrapped the door in one piece, and I was too lazy to take this mirror off, so I did a little overlay seam right here. I don't know if you guys can see. There, see, overlay. That works out, I guess, but I'm gonna redo this door anyway because there's a little crack right down here in the paper. The other door, I'm going to take the mirror off, and then we're gonna redo that. I'm gonna do that side with the mirror off and then redo this door at a later date. Alright, I guess it's time to get back to work. Trying to complete this all today, and then I'll post another video of the whole completed thing once all the hood's been redone in carbon fiber, and then maybe that door has been redone. I don't know, depends on how much paper I have left. Alright guys, catch you later. Alright, so here we are doing the driver's side door. We just laid down the film, so what you gotta do is just take the backing off. Don't even bother laying it on the car. So if you lay it on the car first and then you have to lift it and relay it again. See up here like this is where we would grab the film and relay it. You can see that there's all these little bubbles right here. Now these bubbles are from dust particles, right? I don't have a super clean workshop, so when I move my hand and I touch somewhere else and I touch this film, it's gonna make these bubbles. These bubbles you can't really see unless you're looking up close, but if you can look down here on this side of the door, you can tell that there's no bubbles. See that? Because we did not touch it there. Anyway, you want to create full tension and then just pull the whole panel and then just lay it up against the whole panel. You'll get little spots like this right here. See that right there? So this is the whole door. Okay. And then if you get close, this spot right here is just where the mirror goes, so don't worry about that. But if you get right here, you can see that there is air bubbles in here. And when you're first working with this stuff, I was freaking out and I thought that when you get these air bubbles, you have to lift it back up, straighten it out, and put it back down. That's not true. That's how you keep messing up the film. So you want to lift it and lower it the least amount of time possible. So with this type of material, even the cheap stuff, you can do this. See, you just get a microfiber towel and then you just wipe the bubble around the edges. You don't want to crease it, and then you press it in. Then what it's doing is that it's releasing the air. See that? Let me get a side angle here. There you go. Releasing the air. So you just massage this away. If you get stuck and you can't massage away all of it, here's another trick you can do. Take your knife. Okay. You just poke a hole right here. Poke a couple holes, 2, 3, 4. I just did 5 holes. All right. What the holes are doing is letting the air release out of the hole faster. So, see that? And the impact of the holes, you can't even tell. Even if you do see the holes, all you gotta do is go over with heat at the end, after it's all smooth, and then the heat will seal up the mini holes that you poked in there with the tip of your blade. Okay, so any guys out there who's trying to wrap your own car, so let me do this other air bubble here. See that? It took me 4 days to learn that, like 3 or 4 days to learn that I can do this. So like my new, like, you know, never worked with this stuff before mistake was that I felt like these air bubbles were a nuisance and I had to do the first lay down perfectly. No, you don't have to lay down the first thing perfectly. You can just do it like this, and then you minimize the amount of times you're lifting it and the chance of you messing it up. See? Boom. Gone. Right? So this door is like, it's gonna be perfect. Oh, other than the little bumps on top compared to the other panels that I've done. So as you do panels, you'll learn how to work with the stuff and how to make it work for you without damaging the stuff. So let's see here. I got this little one that I can't get rid of, right? So I'm gonna poke it, wipe it. Sometimes when you poke it, the air moves and it doesn't work, so you can poke it again. Your finger. Well, this one's a real problem child. Okay, so we're gonna poke it again. I'm gonna show you how the heat works on it. It's gonna get it's really thinned up, so then you want to do it from the edges. Work it in. Give it a little more poke right there on that ridge of that bump. Heat it up. Wipe it in. There. Almost gone. And this little blemish here, this little pin blemish, it's so far. Let's see, let's camera focus here. It's so far like in there that you can't even tell. Oh, there you go. You can't even tell that there's something wrong with it. See if you can get up close now. You can barely see anything. So I mean, it's not. Some of the spots are not perfect. You can just have to keep massaging it over and over again if you're a perfectionist. But it's definitely, you cannot tell from looking at it unless you're like glancing it with like a microscope. All right, I hope that helps anyone who's trying to wrap their car. I'm going to complete the back quarter panel and the rear bumper, and it should be all set. All right guys, I'm all done with my matte black wrap for the MR2 Spyder. Here we go, check it out. It looks so freaking good. This looks way better than when it was gray. The wrap, it took a little time to learn how to do. It took me longer than I expected. And I did mess up on a couple panels and I had to redo them. I still have a couple panels that I want to redo again because there's still some like cracks in the wrap that there was issues with. But the beauty of the wrap is that you can just fix your mess ups, and here's one of them. I'll show you guys real up closer. See right there? That's a tear because I put it. I pulled too hard after it stuck onto the car and I ripped it. Here's another tear down here, and then there's a tear on the hood. But I have extra materials left for the door that I'll rewrap this weekend, and then I have black carbon fiber coming in from Vivid. Apparently it's in Canada, so it's gonna take some time to get to, even though I paid for the extra quick shipping. But it also comes with tools and stuff like that that I ordered for Vivid, so it'll be easier to do. All right, stay tuned for the next thing I'm going to do to this thing. Maybe I'll just change the colors after a couple months, but I'm not sure what I want to do yet. We'll figure that out in the next couple of weeks here.